Hello YouTube, have you made up your mind yet? Are you going to play Wuthering Waves casually or hardcore, free to play or crazy whaling? Let me know in the comment section below and let's get this video going. I've been seeing some concerns regarding the casual experience in Wuthering Waves, whether it's friendly or not, so I'd like to do a little topic on it. Does it take a lot of time to complete the dailies? It only takes 5 to 10 minutes to complete most of your daily quests, which gives you a huge amount of XP for your world level and 60 astrites. After that, you can spend your remaining time on burning through your stamina or energy, which is called wave plates. After you have completed important things, you can spend your remaining time doing side quests with skippable dialogues, free exploring, collecting echoes, farming echoes in co-op, and so much more. If you're new to Wuthering Waves, echoes are pretty much your gear or equipment. You kill monsters in your world or your friend's world, capture them, and equip them for bonus stats, transform or summon them in battle for a few seconds. They aren't limited to combat though. Some can be used for movement and mounts in the possible future. What do you do after completing dailies? Is there an endgame? You aim for 100% map clear, or your other options revolves around min-maxing echoes, hunting for shiny echoes, bi-weekly or monthly in-game events, challenging tower events, hologram molding, co-op farming, and photo sessions with your friends. I mean, surely you have friends, right? Crew Games is trying to find a nice balance to keep both casual and hardcore gamers happy. They introduced a casual park hour event during the beta, a brand new extremely fun snowballing roguelite dungeon, and an updated tower which will require you to clear stages with either a group of 3 characters for each floor 1 and floor 2, or a single character for floor 1 and floor 2 if you play skillful enough, which is very rewarding. Even with my skill issues, I was able to beat the beta with the cash out features disabled for the global version, which is good news because the game doesn't make you feel like you need to spend money to progress. Then we have the hologram mode, a very fun, challenging molding mode where you can fight different levels of overworld bosses. The hologram challenges is much more catered towards the hardcore audience because at higher difficulties, no matter how much you swipe, you will get 1 or 2 shotted by the bosses. Now this may sound discouraging at first, but with enough practice, everyone, including casual players, should be able to down these bosses in time. It's like riding a bike. You learn from your mistakes and how many times you fall down, right? So it's time to get motivated and don't give up. Is Wuthering Waves pay to win? People often want to feel powerful when they swipe, and they can still do so. You can kill bosses in the overworld in seconds if you're fully kitted with echoes and max dupes for your characters. You can progress the tower challenges a lot easier compared to a player who is very casual or doesn't spend any money at all, since the bosses there does not 1 or 2 shot you in the tower. But you still need to put in the work to farm echoes, which act as your gear as I have mentioned earlier. So it's not an instant win. Are there any advantages of swiping and whaling in Wuthering Waves? Yeah, for sure. Both the tower and hologram challenges are timed, so it does come down to a DPS race, even for the hardcore challenging hologram content, right? I am not a fan of DPS checks, unless they change it so that the boss is just enraged with speed up and damage boost when the timer hits 0. Then it will also cater towards those who doesn't swipe often and put in the effort to learn the boss mob and mechanics. I do believe a handful of players were able to clear the highest hologram challenges in the beta, including me in the global version where we could not swipe for power. How's the monetization looking like for Wuthering Waves? The game does have a character and weapon gacha. Most of the gacha is the usual same 50-50 with the 80 pity, though however, the weapon banner is always going to be 100% the weapon you select, or the limited weapon, which is huge because weapon is very important in Wuthering Waves. One of the nice things about the standard weapon banner is you get to select a 5-star non-limited weapon of your choice, and when you hit the jackpot, you will always get that 5-star weapon that you have selected. However, if you're a casual free-to-play player, I do suggest holding off on rolling on the standard stuff, especially the weapon banner, because the game does give you 1 free 5-star weapon selector box. That is, if they do decide to keep it from the previous beta onto release. Thus, you can save all your resources on the limited character or weapon banner. Character, weapon, or a 5-star weapon is more important than character dupes very early on in the game. As someone who has cleared most of the content with 3 to 4-star weapon, having a 5-star weapon is a game changer when it comes down to DPS, especially if it is a critical chance weapon. Aside from the standard gacha stuff, you can buy a battle pass and a monthly daily login pass. If you're a whale, you do get a huge head start bonus if you were to purchase all the levels of the battle pass outright. I actually made a meme video of this with Rex Bro in the, you'll probably check it in the video description below. Mainly due to the fact that you can obtain yellow grade echoes early on. However, you can still get trash rolls on these echoes, so gamble at your own risk. I for one might swipe a bit early on so that I can help viewers and other people clear their overworld of their enraged monsters early on, helping them get yellow echoes in co-op mode, so it benefits both me and the person I am helping, because when we hunt stuff together, we will get the drops together. And I do hope that they do retain this system because it's pretty cool, right? Especially now that they're lowering the level required for co-op. Is the combat easy to learn for a casual player? Most of the combat is fairly easy to learn. Characters have an active skill, an ultimate skill, forte skill, intro and outro skill, hidden skill mechanics, and so on. Then you have your normal attacks, heavy attack, jump attack, parrying, and dodging. And then there's certain characters that can also do like counter attacks, which is also different from the standard parrying. It might sound a little bit overwhelming at first, but once you get used to it and you play the game, it should be it'll all come down naturally to you. Trust me. Trust me, bro. I'm the source. Add some echoes into those formulas and it will change your playstyle a bit here and there. Nothing too complicated for a casual player to pick up, surely, right? I would say that the combat is very easy to learn and a little bit hard to master. It's certainly not as hard as like Souls-like, you know, when you gotta parry like 0.0 milliseconds, but you know, parrying and dodging in this game is very forgiving. Do you have any tips for casual players? The biggest tip I could give is don't spread your resources between all your other characters. The MC is a very solid character to use, so if you don't want to brick your account early on as a free-to-play, just level up your MC. You can't go wrong with leveling up your MC. Your MC can clear the endgame hologram challenges alone. It can clear solo stages of the tower. It's very strong character, so invest in the MC. And then from there, you can invest in another character. Gun characters do decent damage, but they're a bit limited because they can't parry attacks, and certain bosses require you like to parry to do very well. So I would skip out on a gun character until later on. Support characters are also okay, but at the current state of the game, if you want to progress as a free-to-play, you gotta do level up characters that are very strong DPS wise. Danjin was one of the 4-star characters that out DPS actual 5-star characters of the game. So if they don't nerf her on release, Danjin is probably a good investment, given that you actually invest the time to learn her kit, learn the boss pattern. You can do very well with Danjin. I know they said that leveling up echoes and gearing and all that stuff with echoes is going to be easier, but I would also hold off on trying to like level up each echo that you obtain, especially if they're like green, blue. I would wait until you either get like a purple or even a yellow one, because you can get a yellow one early in the game if you play with others or you try to defeat a enraged monster early on or co-op. So I would wait until you invest those resources later on. I feel like I could yap and talk endlessly about this game, but the video is already getting too long, so with that said, just enjoy the game the way you like. There will be a lot of people playing Wuthering Waves at their own pace and their own style, so I'm excited to see how they approach the bosses and all the challenging content. When you do watch people, have a read at the room and don't be too harsh on them. It doesn't matter if they swipe, got hit, cleared it slower, used items to clear the boss, used food and all that stuff. A win is a win and a congratulations is in order for them. I surely hope that no one would be like, hey, you know what? This person did it better, bro. Please don't ever rain on someone's win like that. It doesn't matter, man. Just a win is a win. I, for one, take a lot of hours just to learn these bosses, and my reflex is a lot slower now because I'm older. So old. Ugh, yeah, I'm old. Anyway, I hope to welcome all the new players of the game from all the gacha gamers around the world and all that stuff. If you ended up liking the video and found the information useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends, and that's about it. I'll try to upload more Wuthering Waves content, but for now, this is your brother. Peace out. Laters.